Hey Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Anye. This is Illuminatress Insight Tarot. Oh, I got bars today. All right, I'm feeling goofy, feeling giddy, feeling good. That's where we deserve to live. That's where we deserve to rest in goofy, giddy goodness. Okay, so today we're going to be doing your November 2024 Tarot Energy Forecast. All right, Sag, I recorded your reading already. You were like in the middle of the Zodiac lineup. However, something happened with one of the first clips from your video, and I had like 20 minutes of just audio and no video. So I wasn't showing you the cards or anything, even though I usually show them to the screen. I didn't have any of those things. I don't know what happened. And so here I am again. Clearly, Spirit wanted me to re-record your reading. All right. So above me, as you can see, we have an overhead view now. So I guess it was Spirit said they deserve an overhead view. I don't think I had it for you just yet because I figured it out in the middle of doing the Zodiac readings for November. So Spirit's like, they need overhead. Give them an overhead. Give them what they deserve. Give the Sagittarius what they deserve. Okay? So I'm going to get into your reading after I get into the prayer. Okay? So feel free to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And I usually do these prayers just to cover you, make you feel safe and open and receptive to receive the guidance that comes through. Okay? Alrighty. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this new day. Thank you for allowing us to commune soul to soul in this way. May this reading bring clarity. May this reading bring peace. May this reading bring truth. And may this reading bring awareness. May the foundation of this message contribute to the ultimate liberation of the seeker on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. And may they feel safe and empowered to live their life abundantly and in their fullness as they deserve to. We block off all negative energies, all negative entities from all realms, spaces, times, and dimensions, and we invite in our ancestors, angels, spirit guides, spirit guardians, and spirit protectors of the most benevolent, elevated, and empowered order, those working on our behalf in the spirit realm, to illuminate our path and help us step more deeply into our purpose. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit, for your continued love, protection, and guidance. All praises to the Most High. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Oh yeah, let's do this, Sag. We're going to get into your foundational message. We have the theme. And we're going to get into, I'm going to make sure that I am recording. We recording. All right, cool. We're going to get into your foundational message, and then I will get into the tarot, which will be your recent past. We'll get a pile for your recent past. We'll get a pile for your current energy, and then we'll get a pile for November, what you need to know about what's coming in November. Okay? Spirit, can I have a theme for Sagittarius' November 2024 reading, please? Theme. Okay. That wanted to come out. Intend and create. Boom. At the bottom of the deck, we have Wise One. Grow within your current situation. All right. And we're going to get another one as well. I like my stuff to be straight. Come on, bruh. Give me a break. All right. I'm going to do a shuffle on this. I don't know the last time that... When I use this, I usually do shuffle them before I put them back up. Just in case. Spirit, can I have another foundational theme for Sagittarius? For Sagittarius, it's all good, with divine timing at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put these up here at the top because they are your themes, so I'll put them here. Okay. Now let's get into the tarot. I'm going to get all the cards out onto the table, including the clarifiers, before I really get into the reading, because before I felt like I was trying to dissect the reading before I even had all of the pieces together, right? So I'm going to get all of the information out, then we will start to get into the nitty-gritty of the reading, okay? Let's get into the tarot. I'm going to use this. And then I have two other tarot decks. I might use I'm probably going to end up using all three of the tarot decks just because they're my favorites, and I feel like they all give me different imagery, and they'll give you different imagery just to understand the different archetypes and interpretations of the cards. Okay. Can I have information on Sagittarius? Wow, that was, wow, recent past. All right. We have the Emperor. Anything else for Sagittarius' recent past? That came flying the fuck out. All right, we have the Emperor. I'm going to move this over. The Emperor came out for your recent past. Can I have some cards for Sagittarius' current energy, please, Spirit? Current energy for Sagittarius. All right, that one definitely is falling out. And it fell out like that, but I don't think it was meant to fall out upside down, so I'm going to put it back in its upright. Okay, we have the Temperance and the Page of Pentacles. All right. We love that. We love that. Can I have some cards for Sagittarius? What Sagittarius needs to know about November 2024? That one wanted to, but it went back in. Wow, beautiful. Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. All right. Let's go ahead and I touched this one. So we're going to go with this for a clarifier. I'm going to get some clarifiers for this. A clarifier from this deck for each of the cards. And then also a clarifier from this deck. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, please clarify this Emperor and Sagittarius recent past. What do we need to know about this Emperor card? Provide clarifier for this Emperor card. The Sagittarius needs to, what do we need to know about this? There's two. Okay, we'll take the two. Alright. I did that. Okay. The Hangman is upside down. Okay. Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay. Cool. Can I have clarifiers for this Page of Pentacles and Sagittarius' current energy, please? Thank you. Anything else? Nope. There's two here. The Star and the Father of Pentacles. Ooh, this feels good, Sag. That just gave me a tingle. All right, let's get clarify for this Temperance, please, Spirit. Just clarify this Temperance card. One flipped. What was that? We're taking that one. Where you go, you little bugger? Come back. There you are. Death. And Death flipped upside down. Did that mean, was that happened? Alright, we're going to take it as it is. Alright. Cool. Can I have another clarifier for this Temperance? I want to get two. Can I have another clarifier for this Temperance, please, Spirit? We have the Daughter of Pentacles. I don't know if I want to take four clarifiers. I mean, three clarifiers, but it came out, so. Justice and the Daughter of Pentacles, aka the Page of Pentacles again. I mean, Page of Cups. I'm sorry. I'm saying Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of, or the Page of Cups. Okay. Amen. All right, let's get a clarifier for this. We have Death at the bottom, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. To point that out. Can we have a clarifier for this Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Thank you. Cool. We have the Mother of Cups. One more clarifier for this Knight of Cups. Pentacles, I'm sorry, please, Spirit. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we're not. We're going to take that one. Thank you. Three of Swords. Came out to clarify Knight of Pentacles and Mother of Cups or Queen of Cups. All right, now go at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, I'll put that over here. Yeah, put that over here. Make sure I have these up because sometimes I keep these second row too far down and then you can't see the bottom row. So I want to make sure you can see everything on the screen. Okay. Spirit, can I have a clarifier for this recent past energy, the Emperor, Ace of Wands, and Hanged Man? Okay, that's too many. We're not going to take, I'm just going to take the first one. I'm going to take the first one. Thank you. But what did come out was Judgment and the Seven of Swords that came out. But the one that actually fell onto the table was Eight of Pentacles. Okay. And I have a clarifier for this. I'm feeling like my stomach's kind of nervous. Are you feeling nervous right now, Sag? Like, I'm a Sag too. Sag sun. But, yeah, I feel like this weird, like, buzzingness in my body right now. I wanted to point that out. I don't know if that's relevant. Maybe we should take a deep breath together. So inhale. And exhale through out the mouth. One more. Inhale deeply through the nose. Breathe in the air. And exhale out of the mouth. Blow through the straw. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's get into your current energy. Let's see. Can I have a clarifier for this Page of Pentacles, Star, and Father of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Six of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Can I have clarifiers for this Temperance, Death, Justice, Daughter of Cups, this energy here? Clarify for this energy here amongst these cards. Okay. That wanted to come out before and I had put it back. So I think it really wanted to come out. Two of Pentacles. Alright, final card. Can I have clarifier for this Three of Swords, Mother of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles, please? No, if it wanted to come out, it would have came out. Thank you. All right. We have the Page of Swords. Did that? I just flipped that. I didn't flip it. It's Five of Cups in reverse. So, okay. That clarified those. All right, cool. And at the bottom of the deck, this is a card from this actual deck, the This Might Hurt Tarot deck. This deck is, this is her specific card, their specific card, the creator of this deck. And they created this card to add to their deck. So I will read it at the end of the reading, okay? Just so we can see what this is about, because it feels relevant, and because it came out, I always want to read a card that you may not know the meaning of if you don't have this deck. Could serve you in some way. I'm gonna move these over because I'm trying to show you all of these bottom decks here, so you can see these. Keep them as a part of the reading. I might have to move my little thing because this takes up too much space. I love having it here, but it may be impeding upon my reading. It is. So I know you can see it much better now. So I'll put these here. There we go. Okay, let's get into your recent past energy, Sag. We had the Emperor come out with the, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the overall energy that tied these together was the Eight of Pentacles, and that's what I'm using each of these cards as. These are tying this entire group of cards together. This Emperor energy feels like maybe in your recent past you were in a very like had like a seriousness to you. There was a because the Emperor is very about their shit, you know, like he's ambitious. It's an energy of ambition, it's an energy of diligence and discipline and authority, and like basically going full force with what you want. And you can see the ram's heads all over his throne. He also holds a staff. And they say this is the globe. I don't really know what that is in his hand. I always, they're like, it's the globe. I'm like, or it's a pentacle. But he also has a robe on and his armor. So for me, every time I see this card, I feel like he's ready for war. Like he's ready to buck. Like he's ready to fight. But at the same time, he has like this sense of royalty about him. And it feels like this is the underlying energy that was in your recent past. Like this is, he's under all of this because there was this new opportunity or this new passion that you were given an opportunity of, and you really wanted to put all of your heart into it. As you can see in this Ace of Wands, there's a heart in the center of the wand. And this is, and this, it's like a sprig, you know, it's basically the beginnings of a tree, right? You're planting this plant, like you're rooting into this new passion, putting your energy in this new place and allowing that energy to grow something larger, right? To grow into a large tree. There's little sprigs coming off of this. And maybe you were doing it with like your ambition kicked in full force in the recent passage. Like your ambition kicked in full drive, but you were taking the opportunities given to you, but you were doing it with a sense of surrender, like a sense of awareness that there was only so much that you had control over, but you were still putting in the work. And period. Sag, honestly, this feels very solid, like. And with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, it's like, and intend and create, there was so much drive. There was so much drive in your recent past. Like you said, yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm doing. Period. Like there was no questions to be asked. You said, I'm going to do this, and you started to do it. You took this new passion and you started to really dig in, right? And but you didn't do it like in an impetuous way. It was diligent. It was disciplined. It's devotion, but devotion with a lot of surrender in there. So it's like it's only so much that you can do, and you knew that, right? And I think because these two are here, it feels like you weren't too serious. Like you weren't serious to the point where it could harm you. Like sometimes the Emperor can be so stern that he doesn't, like it's just really cold. This doesn't feel cold with the Hanged Man here. It feels like you had vision, but it was grounded. It was like how do I want to describe this? It was a vision that was guided by something, like it wasn't so staunch and strict that you couldn't allow in any spiritual support or your higher self or any guidance that felt like you weren't like trying to follow a specific path to the point where you were restricting and rejecting anything that could come from that could help you do it in a different way. Like you were open to achieving whatever you're putting this work into in the way that it worked best. Like you didn't have this strict vision that you didn't want to change, and you were so inflexible. This says flexibility to me. Flexibility. That feels like your recent past energy. And sometimes the Chariot can, in other interpretations, it's kind of like it requires you, when you're in the Chariot energy, it requires you to have this discernment. And it feels like you had that, because this Hanged Man being in your energy meant that it wasn't so much, I know what I'm doing, I have everything under control, I don't care what anyone else has to say, I don't need any help. It's not like that. And even, especially if the Three of Pentacles were to be here, I do wonder if it's anywhere in here. Oh, okay. Six of Cups makes me feel good. It wasn't like harsh. It was a very flexible and malleable devotion to this new thing that you're building, to this work that you're putting in, which feels so good. And I know you felt good doing it. And it made it easeful. It's like an easefulness, right? And as you were working, you were envisioning, and envisioning from a place of trust and excitement and like an openness to anything coming in. Because this is an astronaut. The Hangman is an astronaut in this card. Like, if you want to shift the perspective and really let yourself see things differently, and more of like this willful surrender, like a self-initiated surrender, that's this card. It was self-discipline, but also surrender. So beautiful. Surrendering to the process and how things unfolded. Then we come into this current energy with the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Star, the Father of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles to tie together all of this energy. The Page of Pentacles is, you're starting to build something new, but it's very it's light, right? You don't know all the answers. You don't know exactly, what you're gonna do, like how it's gonna go, but you're just starting to play around with building new things and putting using your resources and the things that you have acquired, because usually the Ace of Pentacles, basically he's holding the Ace of Pentacles in this card, this figure, and it's like, okay, I've gotten this new thing, I have this new opportunity, I can start planting these seeds. How am I going to plant these seeds? Wow, all the ideas, and sometimes the page can be a little bit naive in their energy, but this feels balanced. There's a lot of balance. It's a lot of balance here, Sag, because with the Father of Pentacles is not is not impetuous, not too quick in action to the point where he has this opportunity and then he fucks it up because he puts it in the wrong place. Very discerning and like knowing. There's wisdom, and these bears signify respect, leadership. There's an awareness that you have of what you want to do with this opportunity and this pentacle that you have. And with the Star, this is saying to me, every time I look at this version of the Star, I see her hair here, right? Her hair is a rainbow in the waterfall coming down. And in the Star, it looks like a compass to me, but that's also the same color of the rainbow that is her hair. And every time I see this card, it says to me, you are using your inner guidance system. And I like to call it my inner guidance system, because that is the God within me guiding me, divinity within me guiding me. And you're using that to really be intentional as you create with this pentacle. And it feels like with the Six of Pentacles, bring it all together, this is not something you just want for yourself. This is something that's going to benefit everyone. And it also feels like whatever you're giving your energy to, this is a give and receive. Like when you give to this thing, whatever you're starting to plant these seeds, when you give to this thing, you also get something in return. Because this is giving and receiving. There are hands here, but there's a sense of fulfillment with giving. And that fulfillment is what keeps you going. Because it's like, and this is why I think it feels so balanced, because you are getting that sense of fulfillment from it. It's not just give, and now you're drained. It's like you feel full and fulfilled after, even after giving. And you're building this thing with a lot of intention. You're planting these seeds and really planning, like even with this Two of Wands, you're really figuring out what you want to do with it with intention. You're not being impetuous. You're being like, you know that it's going to turn what it's going to turn into. You know that something's going to come from whatever this new opportunity is, and how you're using your energy to plant it, and where you're putting this energy, and how you're going to multiply this. You know that it's going to benefit not only you, because it's not only going to benefit you the way that it already is, but it's also going to benefit those that you love, those who come across it, come in contact with it. It's going to benefit them too. And then we have the current energy. Another aspect of your current energy is Temperance. And as soon as I look at Temperance, I happen to look over at this Divine Timing card, and this is patience. This is moderation. That's what Temperance is. Listening to, being able to balance all aspects of ourselves, allowing your spicy parts to mingle with your spiritual parts, and letting all of the parts of you have a part of the conversation, but knowing how to balance them all so that one doesn't trump the other. You are both. You are fully human and you are fully divine. And this is the energy of harnessing that and holding that as your core awareness. And underneath that, the Death being in reverse it feels kind of confusing to me, because it would feel like the Death card usually symbolizes transformation and allowing the old to go. And I feel like it being with the Justice card, which is karma, things working out the way that they're meant to, taking the right action, doing things in a fair manner. And then the Daughter of Cups or Page of Cups, this doing things that you love, putting your energy into things that fill you up, kind of this happy, joyous, youthful way of using your being with your emotions, being with yourself, being in connection with others. This Death card with the Temperance and the Death card being in reverse, it will be easy to say, you let the old things go, right? You let something old go, kind of let it go and let it, moved on, right? Let old things die. Letting the new things that want to come in. However, being in reverse means that the Justice feels like it is what happened instead of the Death. Does that make sense? Because the Justice is basically things being righted, making a fair decision. And it feels like the fair decision was the Daughter of Cups, the Page of Cups energy. Because it feels like there's balance that came into play, and that is what it kind of had its own death energy. Like, these to me feel death like in combination. And not death like that is so not literal, but like the ending of an old way, but not so hard. Like the Death card can be like this, like completely being stripped from you, like you can't go back. It ain't no way for you to, it's kind of like a cut and dry. The Death card can feel a little bit Tower-esque, right? To me. But this doesn't feel like that. It feels like a gentle ending, a gentle movement in a different direction. A movement into a different direction that was the foundation of it was moderation and patience, and an awareness of kind of like your essence, and in what ways maybe you were being so harsh. It feels like this justice card feels like going from needing things like death upon death upon death, like things ending and ending and ending and ending, right? And kind of cutting things off and letting things like constantly ending after ending. It feels like instead there was a coming into balance, perceiving it, because it looks like the Temperance card is looking down, even with these two cups, kind of balancing things out. Where am I out of balance? Kind of like pouring the cups. Where's my energy too much here? Pouring into this other cup. Where's my energy too much here? And in that process, you came to this place of peace where it was like a newness, a freshness, a new emotional, like a new emotional availability. And this was sitting right underneath these two, and it feels like this is you were coming into balance. You were trying to balance out your energies. Like you're currently in an energy of balancing out like the different aspects of you, or because we have here the sun, there's a sun and a moon, if you can see. Let me put it closer. We have the sun and we have the moon. And then we have the yin yang symbol in the middle of this sword. And so taking right action with right thought, clear thought, very Ace of Swords-esque. But balancing out your shadow and your light in a state of reflecting and illuminating, reflecting and illuminating, reflecting and this being here feels like this is what you were doing. You were in a state of trying to come into balance with reflecting, like your darkness and your light, your shadow and your light, balancing those two energies and trying to come into balance. You're trying to come into balance in these areas of your life with yourself. That's your current energy. And it feels like with this Page of Cups that it is new for you. Like it feels very, it feels mature, but it also feels youthful. Like it feels mature and, sorry, you can't even, I don't know if you can see it. It was all zoomed in on this. But with the Page of Cups, it feels youthful, but also with the Temperance, it feels mature. Like a mature naivete, like a mature play. It's like playfulness, whimsy with a dash of wisdom, or wisdom with a dash of whimsy. You know, whatever way you want to put it. Damn, Sag, what have you been doing? This is fucking beautiful. You feel so good. You feel good to me. Your energy feels good. Because this in reverse, it's just, it feels good. It's saying to me, a lot of times, even as a Sagittarius myself, the escapism tendencies are real. They are fucking real, okay? And that tendency to want to escape can steal our ability, because that when we escape things as Sagittarius, is also, I'll speak for myself, when I would escape from something, it would feel like okay, cool, I avoided that. I didn't have to sit in the discomfort of whatever it was that I didn't like, or what it was that was bringing up things that I didn't really want to be feeling, right? Or that was confronting. And it was easy to just cut it off. Bye. I said I was the cutoff queen, honey. I was the cutoff queen. Leave me, fine. I don't need you to either. Fuck you. You know? Intense, but real. And this feels like instead of a cutoff, it was not cutting off, but reflection instead. Reflection and coming into balance. Coming into maybe questioning. a state of inquiry with yourself as to why this was always your answer. And then that's the reflective moderation point, because this is doing death after death and cut off after cut off after cut off is not moderate. That is taking something to the extreme. That's devil-esque. That's why the devil was at the bottom of the deck, remember? Like it's doing something to ruinous extremes, to where you are constantly cutting and cutting and cutting off and cutting off and cutting off. And I think I said the devil at the bottom of the deck on this specific pile. I don't know why I showed you it. I could be wrong, but either way, it feels relevant. You are choosing to grow within your current circumstances rather than cutting them off and running. Because running is easy. Running is easy. And I literally, this song just came to my head because I was listening to it last night by Anderson .Paak. Do you want to make it better or something? He says, and it's easier to run away than to look for what will make you stay. Hey, do you want to make it better? Hey, do you want to stay together? If you do, then let's please make some new memories. That's how the song goes. But that part is easier to run away than to look for what will make you stay. And this brings on a different meaning now to me, these two cards at the bottoms of the decks. Because it feels like this was constantly like, okay, where am I going now? I'm leaving, you know? And this can be attributed differently to these two piles. Absolutely, you were moving with that energy that I was talking about in this recent past. That's not something that I'm undoing. Absolutely, I felt that. But these feel different in this context. Because it's very much like, it feels like you were like, okay, I'm done with this. It's uncomfortable. It could, usually, that's your energy. Cut off. Where are we going next? Right? Bye. Chariot, bye. I'm out. Douches, you know? Douches, I'm out. Hasta la vista, you know? But I think you recognize that something was imbalanced. And you opened yourself up enough to let yourself see what it was and start to see what it is. Because this is in your current energy. You're in the process of this. And you're doing it with a very, like a purity and openness and availability that is I think you're letting yourself be new at something, because these feel so different. There's a death in reverse, and this Page of Cups just feels so different. There's like a heaviness over here, but then there's a lightness here. Like I just said, your darkness and your light, the moon and the sun. God, this is so beautiful, Sag. Oh, so beautiful. Then we come into November. And we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords and the Mother of Cups. Clarified overall energy by the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups in reverse. You've taken this Page of Pentacles and you're currently planting the seeds, right? And you're trying to find balance at the same time. And it feels like as you're planting these new seeds with this Three of Swords and it having the Page of Swords right underneath it, it's kind of like you move, as you plant these new seeds, you move away from whatever this, maybe you reflect upon it with this Queen of Cups. You reflect upon whatever this disappointment was, and you walk away from it and let yourself take on a new mindset. Because you can see her heart is broken. There's an eye within the heart. It's like that core bit of you, even mentally. The swords are mental, right? You move away from that wounded disappointed mindset and you take on a fresh perspective. You move away from that. You move away. You're not planting seeds with this energy. And I think you recognize that you need not to do that in November. You need not take that with you, because planting seeds from this place is only going to result in you will reap a harvest of something that feels kind of sour and bitter, because it was planted from a place of pain. But this is planted from a place of optimism. This is a new optimistic mindset. It's like, let's see, I don't know, right? And there's a lot of healing here, especially with this Queen of Cups. It's kind of like an emotional awareness of what has happened, but taking that emotional connection to yourself and using it as you plant these seeds. You're not cutting yourself off from what was there, but you're not using just that. And there's not a holding on to. This is you letting it go with this Five of Cups in reverse. This is you letting go of and walking away from not focusing on whatever this was, and taking on a new perspective. And I love that these cups are different. I will show you this card. This deck is freaking awesome. This is the This Might Hurt deck. I think I mentioned that, but there's coffee cups. And this person is looking at the coffee cups and just lamenting and regret, while these two cups over here are readily available for them to pick up. And you can say that they came from this broken, and it seems because this is broken, it feels as though they left that behind, like the tower happened. This is like, feels tower-esque, like something happened and they walked over and now they're just kind of stuck and stagnant. This coming into reverse means you come out of stagnancy in November. You come out of stagnancy and your mind feels so much more available. You have mental space this month in November. You have space. You're spacious. There's like a freshness and a newness, but there's emotional depth there with this Queen of Cups. There's not a sense of regret or resentment or anger or holding on to old shit. There's a release. And in that release, and the tears, she's crying in this card. There's the tears. I think you may do a lot of crying in November, or maybe one big purge of tears. And then there's this clarity. You see the birds flying and they're looking at the birds overhead. Looking at those birds overhead. They're flying in this clear sky. The wind is blowing. They're like, oh my gosh, okay. All right, let's do this. I don't know, but I'm open, right? There's a freshness, a newness. That's so beautiful. And there's like this, it's all good. This it's all good card says you'll be fine. And I think you'll feel that this month, that you will be fine, that all is well, and that you got you. That in this divine timing next to it is like, things are coming exactly as they're meant to come, and they are going exactly as they're meant to go. Letting go. Tears, letting go. Whatever this is, you are walking away and you are releasing something this month. And it may be emotions. Because I think for you to really plant these seeds from a place of like a healthy place, the energy with which you're planting these seeds, for it to be healthy and wholesome and sustainable, seeds that reap a harvest that is sustainable, there will need to be a letting go. And I think you'll want to, because I think these seeds are really important to you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're building is really important to you. So that will be important. Unlimited possibilities. You have this Ace of Wands. with its unlimited possibilities. It goes from this little baby sprig. Let me show you. It goes from this little baby sprig to this tree. Abso-fucking-lutely, as you deserve. As you deserve. You know. Let's go ahead and get you a practical message for Sagittarius. This was beautiful. Oh, actually, I'm going to... Maybe I'll read it at the very end. Should I read it at the end? I'm feeling called to read this card now. I'm feeling called to read this from the deck. Where is it? Here. This is called, and it's the last one in the deck. I think it's at the very start. Where are you at? Here it is. This is called This Might Hurt or This Might Heal. A girl and a wolf cycle between tender affection and a difficult struggle. In the upright position, the girl tenderly holds the wolf. In the downward position, the girl and the wolf are locked in a desperate battle. The figures are cyclical, with the 4 symbols of the minor arcana in the corners, with the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the wands, suggesting that struggle and peace are temporary positions in a never-ending cycle. The wolf represents the external world. Risk is inherent in a well-lived life. There will be vibrant joy, crushing pain, and multitudes in between. That balance, remember? All experiences that are meaningful, that are truly joyful, can also bring you the most pain. In the downward position, with the girl and the wolf fighting at the top, it suggests a time of great difficulty. The external world has bitten you. Times are hard, and you are reacting to that hardship. In order to return to equilibrium, acceptance is key. If you fight what has happened to you, blame yourself, or refuse to recognize what is going on, you will add to your own suffering. Accept what has happened, and you can become a stronger person on the other side, able to form meaningful bonds with those who have had similar experiences. In the upright position, with the girl and the wolf at peace on the top, it suggests a time of healing, and this was in the upright. She's at the top, her and the peaceful wolf are at the top. It suggests a time of healing. Humans are social animals that evolved to thrive in community. Connection is the key to our survival and our highest goal, and it is connection with others and the world around you that will facilitate growth. Take care of your people, love your world, and you will also be taking care of and loving yourself. Freaking beautiful, bruv. That's freaking beautiful. And we had the 8 of Wands underneath that card. We had the 8 of Wands. Like, going for, like, your energy really expanding and you magnetizing in some big ass shit. That's how I see that card. And it was in the upright position, this was. Which means there's a time of healing. This letting go, there's healing coming in, like I was saying. And there's a fresh, new awareness that you come into. You step into your wisdom, but also you have this whimsicalness about you coming into November. So stunning. It's underneath. Stay rooted and grounded, just like the Temperance card. Yeah, and they have the same, that looks like the same fucking figure, does it not? And it says time to reflect. Take time to reflect. I'll show you that in a minute. Look at these 2 figures. Both wings. Both have wings. And then they have this thing at their forehead, this circle. This is supposed to be the sun, but I think this is supposed to be an emerald, maybe? Very similar to me. They look quite similar. That's beautiful. I love when synchronicities happen in readings. It's beautiful. And then we have the Mirror Guardian. Come on now. Let's put this back. We have the Mirror Guardian here. Take time to reflect, and this feels like what's happening in November. You having to really look within, like to look within yourself and really unearth a lot of the places that are the things that have kept you in an energy of pain and non-acceptance, especially with this card, with this this might hurt, this might heal card. There's things that have hurt you that I don't think that you have accepted yet, because this in the upright is a lack of acceptance. But it being in the reverse, it feels like you accept some things this month, and that is healing. You accept and acknowledge that some things have happened. And this Queen of Cups has an eye on her hand. Let me show you. She has an eye on her palm. And for me, this is saying it's like a receptivity to, like a receptivity to what has been offered, what is being offered. And it feels like you're taking the offering of healing. You accept the release of this. God damn, Sag, this is freaking beautiful. You deserve this healing. This is heart healing. This is heart healing. You are healing your heart. Oh, beautiful, Sag. Wow. All right, let's get a practical message. Can I have a practical message for Sagittarius, please? For November 2024. Practical message. What does Sag need to do? What actions can they take? Be stronger than your excuses. Drop the excuses. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start seeing results. Why is it that you hold on? Why is it that you don't want to accept? In what ways is your grasping onto things and not wanting to let things be what they were? In what ways is that hindering you from moving in the direction that you actually want to move into, from getting, planting these seeds and reaping the harvest that you actually want? How do you contribute? What was your part? How are you contributing to your own suffering? That's how I read that. And then we have cut down on screen time at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Put the phone down, turn off the TV and computer, and get active. Pretty self-explanatory. You may be needing to cut down on the screen time and be with you. Be out in the world. Do some things that you enjoy. That's what the Daughter of Cups does, the Page of Cups. Like, watch your favorite movies, watch your favorite shows, go eat your favorite foods. Do a new activity, right? Things that spark that joy within you. We had the Six of Cups here, so things that really bring back a sense of nostalgia and excitement and like just an energy of vibiness. That's how I see it. Like, you just vibe. Now let's go into and not in vibe, but in a way that you're still being aware of the work that you're doing. You have to balance this out with clearing and being in your shadow aspects with this moon, clearing out the energy with this moon, like clearing out old energy and looking at the darker aspects and your shadow aspects, while also balancing it out with joyous activities, things that pour back into you. Okay? That's important. Can I have a spirit guide, ancestor message? Thank you for Sagittarius. Anything else? Celestial assistance. Divine support / fated events. There is something that is destined to be yours and yours alone. Trust in the power of divine forces to gently guide you towards where you should be. Stick with it and see where it takes you. Divine timing. And at the bottom of the deck we have performer. Chameleon, concealment. Wearing a mask or taking on roles to fit in makes it impossible to manifest your true desires. Create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. You're planting these seeds and trying to manifest, right? However, it needs to feel good on the inside. You have to be whole. There's like a wholeness that's necessary. I don't know what the heck was happening. There's an openness and an availability, like taking off this mask. There's an openness that's necessary for you to really cultivate and plant seeds that, like I said, the energetic footprint of them is very true and real and encompasses all of you, and not the parts of you that you feel that are sour, that are bitter, but the parts of you that accept and acknowledge the ebbs and flows of life, and a trust, a knowing that you're supported, and that you don't have to hold on to old things, that only harms you and hinders you from planting these seeds and them really coming to fruition the way that you deserve for them to. And that you really deserve to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because the more that, if you have this hardened heart and staying this Three of Swords energy, there's like, you're kind of closed and you can't enjoy viewing in in the Nine of Pentacles, which I feel will be coming out for you in the next reading. It's you can't really sit in that garden and appreciate it if all you feel is pain. You feel what I'm saying? You have denial too at the bottom of the deck. Rejection, ignorance. Do not let yourself be, do not hide. Like, her eyes are closed here too. She has to open, and her heart is, the eye in her heart is open, yes, but she has to open her actual eyes. Let herself feel, but eventually her eyes have to open. And yes, the Queen of Wands has her eyes open, but there's an internal knowing. There's a connection to her internal self. Like, and it's love, not pain that she feels. It's connection to her intuition, not connection to the pain that was inflicted on her that she feels. And you have to come into this clarity of thought, seeing the clear skies, knowing that there's so much available for you now, and that you're walking away, you're releasing that which you could only see as just all that there was. You know that this is not all that there was anymore, or all that there is anymore. You know that. In November, you come to that knowing, and you let yourself be new. You let yourself be new. Spirit, can I have a closing message for Sagittarius, please? Closing message for Sagittarius. This is beautiful, Sag. May I have a closing message for Sagittarius? I need to stop catching these cards and let their asses fly out. I have really good reflexes, and I think it works against me with these cards. Closing message for Sag, please, Spirit. One more shuffle, and I'll take the top four. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. We have strive for continuous improvement, taking small steps toward your goals. Self-awareness leads to personal growth. Reflect on past memories that have fueled where you are today. There is a time and place for everything. Embrace the journey and cease worrying about what's next. Striving for progress. But what are you not processing? Ew. Striving for progress. But what are you not processing? Spirit is giving you a motherfucking word, Sag. Processing, progressing, reassessing your path or journey. Where are you today should be where you are today should be different from where you once were. If things are still the same, then there is no change with growth. If things are still the same and there is no change with growth. Spirit just dropped the mic. Spirit dropped the mic. Yeah? Wow. Wow. Spirit played no games just now. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. Is there anything else to say? No, there really isn't. Sagittarius, thank you for being here. I hope that you took something from this message and that it served you, baby. You healing your heart this month. And I'm so happy for you. You can strive for progress all you want, but that progress requires you to process that which may block your path to that progress. Because it won't be something outside of you blocking that progress. It will be you. You have to make space, right? You have to release and move forward. Love you much. Take so much care of yourself. Please give this video a thumbs up if it served you. Comment down below with anything you'd like to share. Subscribe for future videos, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Peace.